Every bit helps.
Had a thought. They think Ania has info about her water source in her office.
The one by the docks. Security's insane. We'll never get in there.
Just trying to find an alternative to combing the wastes.
Hey, did you make sure comms aren't set to wide broadcast?
What? Ah, shit.
Huh. Comms just went dead.
All of the colony's water comes from Ania too. The deal works right now, but it may not last.
This impacts the long-term survival of everyone here. Krogan, exiles, it doesn't matter. We need to improve the situation if we can.
Have scans revealed anything about buried groundwater?
Those scavengers talked about security around Ania's office. I bet there's something there.
Hey! Some people were saying that remnant stuff...
Got the code for the office door.
We're in. Let's be quick in case Ania comes by.
An underground lake. That's where she's getting her water. Got the nav point. Let's get out of here.
Undocumented mineral nearby, Pathfinder. Environmental temperatures are within acceptable limits. Life support restored.
How did a scan not pick this up?
Huh. I wonder what the Remnant Builders' plans were.
You come to my home without even a hello, and now this? Poking around my private rooms, robbing me?
Hey, I didn't take anything. Left every single drop of water where I found it. Count them if you like.
Very glib. Do you know why I do this? My brother tried to help your people when they first came here. He showed them where to find shelter, allowed them to take freely from our water tanks. He was killed for his trouble. I won't be as foolish as Asgar.
That's awful. You have my sympathy.
I've no use for sympathy. You can keep it. These scavengers respect no one. Not me, not you. But they do respect the planet. As long as they need me to survive, they live by my rules.
You want me to forget everything I've seen?
Exactly. You say nothing. You allow me to protect myself and my home how I want.
How long have you known about this water?
Asgar and I found it years ago. On a mining expedition, the Remnant nearly killed us. I knew, even then, that I wanted to keep it a secret. It gave us an advantage. It took time to convince Asgar, but he came around eventually. I made him promise.
You expect me to do this just because you asked nicely?
Your Nexus needs resources to survive. Eladin is rich in those. What I gather, I will share, just so long as Eladin remains mine.
You have a deal. I'll say nothing about what I found here.
You've made the right choice. In return, I'll share the resources I gather with you. I'll leave whatever I can spare in my office. Think of it as a tithe. You haven't said anything to anyone, I hope. Don't forget to check the office if you haven't already. Left something in there for you.
I'm supposed to meet a Krogan here named Strux.
Look around. If my customers have names, I don't know them. It's better that way.
You have a pretty good attitude for a place like this.
I've got nothing to complain about. I'm rich and no one messes with me. Most powerful woman on Eladin.
Yeah?
I don't mean to brag, but absolutely.
What else is here?
I'm a businesswoman, not a tour guide, but I'll tell you what I know if it suits me.
You get along with the Krogan?
Everyone comes to Eladin with the dream of leaving, except me and the Krogan. They built their colony into a sinkhole. Smart. Keeps it cool enough for them, I guess.
They have their own water?
Unfortunately for them, no. But Mordor and I get along well, so far.
Who lives on this planet?
Desperate folks, mostly. Misfits, some. Those that can't get along in the regular world. Or people willing to make a profit off that desperation.
Like you?
Careful, sweetheart. You want to keep me on your good side. There's a place they call the Flophouse, eastish of here. Den of murder and misery. You should pay it a call.
What can you tell me about that derelict ship?
Ah, you came here to get killed, did ya? Scavengers are trying to pull it apart, is all I know. I don't go near their claims. They shoot on sight.
What can I buy?
I don't know. What do you have to trade? Mostly I sell water, but you should go out to the tanks if you want that.
Is there anywhere else on the planet to, I don't know, find water?
Not really. And if I don't like the look of you or you get on my bad side, then no water for you. How's it going? Need something?
You hinted at your story when we last talked. Your brother, the lake. I'd like to know more.
Feels like so long ago. We were just exploring, looking for places, scrap minerals, anything. Asgar provoked a pod of Remnant, and we figured they had to be guarding something. That's how we found the lake. It allowed us to make Eladin our refuge.
And then the Nexus Exiles came along.
Asgar felt sorry for them. They were so far from home. Most were fine, but one man wanted to know where the water was. He captured Asgar, forced him to tell, then killed him. I avenged my brother, but I learned I couldn't trust outsiders.
What that exile did was terrible. I don't blame you for not trusting us.
But now I've found one of your kind who is trustworthy. As they say, the sunrise begins with a sliver of light.
I'll look around.
Gotta do something, kid. Can't let these scavengers murder those people.
We should get to that site as soon as we can. Nice work.
One out!
Target's down.
Your timing is impeccable, Pathfinder. Another minute and those scavengers might have been wearing our skins.
You're not serious, right?
Who knows? We've heard stories. The desolation makes people a little unbalanced. I don't suppose you could call for help.
Of course. Sam, relay this location to the Tempest and get them to send a shuttle.
Done, Pathfinder. Help is on the way.
We'll just wait here till our ride comes. I don't expect we'll run into any more trouble. Thank you again.
It's that damn Scourge.
Would have been terrible.
We
to
wouldn't
survive
even
that
have crashed
crash
if we hadn't
only
clipped
killed
it.
by scavengers.
Move along. No outsiders. He's with me, human Pathfinder.
Drac. It's been a while.
Name's Ryder. Drac's been running with us since we met on Eos.
Huh. Nexus sent you begging us to come back?
Shut it, Breck.
I'm not here to step on any toes. I can help you guys out.
You assume we need help.
Hey, you guys did your job. Now stand down and let them in.
But Drac, didn't I tell you to shut up? I'll spread the word so Morda knows you're here.
Good. Pathfinder must think he's pretty tough to just stroll in here. Soft, squishy human like you should probably steer clear of the wild life out there.
You said something about a worm?
Not a worm. The worm. Huge. Invincible. You can't miss it. It pops out of the dunes from time to time. Plows down everything in its path.
Do I have to worry about it attacking?
Far as we can tell, it doesn't care about us, one way or the other. Just stay out of its way. It'll barrel right through you, tear you to pieces.
Thanks for the heads up.
It was an accident. The terminal with Dr. O'Keefe's data was right next to the scrubbed ones. Don't worry, Dr. Gunnar. I'll track it down.
Hello. I noticed you were listening. Is it because you're a fan of the Krogan genius, Dr. O'Keefe? I'm frantic because a terminal with all his research was accidentally sold to a junker.
No. Maybe? What was on it?
His work regarding Krogan physiology and the genophage was advanced. I was his protege. Or, I was acquainted with his protege.
Anyway, it's encrypted, but it would be bad if it fell into the wrong hands. I can give you a nav point and the name of the scavenger I accidentally sold it to.
You talk about Dr. O'Keefe like I should know who that is.
Dr. O'Keefe was on the leading edge of Krogan genetics, and possibly curing the genophage.
And not using the slow genetic mutation approach the Initiative has invested in.
I had a collection of his research. I hope to cure the genophage in the colony.
Send me the nav point and the terminal identification.
Done. I hope it's still on the planet. The Junker was aggressive.
We've reached the nav point provided by Dr. Gunnar. The Krogan terminal should be nearby.
Okay, eyes peeled, everyone. Let's get in and get out.
Save the feed from me.
This is the active terminal. Initiating
More
download.
baddies incoming!
Got them all. How's it going, Sam? Come on, come on! How big are those files?
Unreasonably large. Also, this terminal holds 15 exabytes of data, and I have no way to gauge what is important.
Damn. Should have thought of that.
Quick! More baddies incoming!
Download complete. We may leave.
Hostiles ahead!
Gravity goes away in 3, 2...
Drag.
I can't... Thank you for bringing me the data. Now I can continue the work of Dr. O'Keefe. The Krogan will be great again.
Okay. Let me know how that goes.
Get this Nexus trash out of here.
You fixed that leak? Working on it.
Jirak, you old wreck. Swing by when you ain't so busy playing hero. We'll catch up.
Sure thing, Crot. I have stories, let me tell you. Ryder, this is Crot, an old friend. Practically built this whole place. Don't let the fact that he's Earth not bother you. He can't help it.
What do you think of the colony? Pretty great, huh?
When you said colony, I didn't think you meant this. Why didn't you tell me, Drac?
Wasn't sure about you at first. Had to take some precautions.
It's... rustic.
That's what we're going for. Rustic.
I'm guessing you have questions.
There's a lot of prefab materials here. And shuttles.
Some of it was gear we had stored away on the Nexus.
The rest we sort of stole when we left. Not like anyone was gonna stop us.
How long has the colony been here?
Since we left the Nexus. After the mutiny.
Just like that? Leave the Nexus, start a colony?
We're Krogan, kid. We can live anywhere.
Could have parked our tails on a volcano and handled it just fine.
The plants here. Where'd they come from?
Ever since the clan got here, Vorn and his assistant have been working hard on the greenhouse.
We built him and Hark some pretty fancy digs. Lights and everything.
New Tachanga's plans grow way better than the ones back home. Way less radiation.
You seem at home here, Drac.
And you're not getting any younger. Ever think of retiring?
The day you dig my grave, old-timer.
Sad honor that'll be.
How do you know Drac?
We mined together back when our quads had barely dropped.
Now I just can't seem to get rid of him.
I'll talk to you later.
Varka, listen to yourself.
I know what I saw. Did that worm think I wouldn't notice? It's my squad, not Gren's, and I'll be damned if I let them take orders from him.
What do you want me to do?
Handle it, Cortic, or I will.
Half the time, I feel like I'm the only one holding this colony together. Trouble? Varka and Gren fought together back home, side by side, but always in competition. Made them stronger. Now they have no enemies to fight, so they're fighting each other. I can see the tension building, colonists taking sides. This is how clan wars start.
Sounds like all they need is something to shoot.
That's exactly what they need. Best way to stop this feud is to perform a rite of union.
Which is?
Shove them into a ring with a beast. Make them fight as a team. Defeating a common foe creates a powerful bond. Krogan don't take that lightly. Help me perform the rite, and we can hold this colony together.
How am I supposed to help with the rite?
For one, they need something to fight.
I hope you don't mean me.
No, but I do need you to help me drive a beast into the arena. Shamans make a special lure for this. Should help subdue it.
I'll do whatever I can to help.
Good. Set this lure out in the wilds to attract a fiend. The beast might be feisty at first, so stay on your toes. I'll keep Varka and Gren from each other's throats till you get back. Good luck.
Just stick around. See how it plays out here.
No promises.
Pathfinder, you're back.
I set the lure. We should be in business.
Good. I already filled Varka in.
I don't like it, but I won't back down from a challenge.
Gren's another story. He refuses to fight with Varka.
I'll talk to Gren. He'll come around.
Ha! Good luck. Coward's afraid my fighting will make him look bad.
I don't think he'll listen to an outsider, but it's worth a shot.
Get away from Morna.
Gren, isn't it? I'm the Pathfinder. There's a right of union waiting for you.
I told Kordic, and now I'm telling you. I won't do it.
Varka already agreed to the right.
Don't care. I'm not fighting with that arrogant sack of rocks.
Help me out here, Drac.
Kid, you have two choices. Charge into that arena, or listen to Varka call you a quadless coward for the rest of your life.
So you're ganging up on me too? Any chance you'll just give up and leave me alone?
You had to be stubborn. Now you're stuck with me.
Thought so. Fine. If it gets everyone off my back, I'll perform the rite. But I don't trust Varka to fight fair. The second that fiend is dead, she'll gun for me. I need a third party to keep her in check. Someone neutral, like a Pathfinder.
Me?
That's right. I don't fight unless you do.
What about my squad?
No squad. Just you, me, and Varka.
Guess I don't have much of a choice.
Turns out that fiend you lured was female. Brought two males with her.
You gotta be kidding.
Now this is a fight.
Nice work.
Three fiends. They'll be talking about this for years.
You're a tough one, Varka. Couple of those bites should have killed you.
Almost did. Your quick shooting saved my hide.
Yeah, well.
You're both strong, but together, you're unstoppable.
Yeah, I get it.
You're pretty impressive yourself, Pathfinder.
Too bad you're not Krogan. You'd make a good warlord.
Warlord Ryder does have a nice ring to it.
Ha ha! Spoken like a Krogan. Been working.
Yeah? You want to play the heavy for a criminal?
I'd love to take down the worm.
Don't be stupid. It's invincible.
Did that ever stop?
So you're the human Pathfinder. You look different from the pictures I saw.
I'm glad. I mean, I love my dad, but I don't want to look like him. He frowned a lot.
Your dad? You replaced him as Pathfinder?
It's a long story.
Haven't really kept up with Nexus news. Enough trouble to occupy me here.
Scavengers?
Amongst other things. You seen the Flophouse yet? That's where they get together. 80% shacks, 100% trouble. I'll give you the nav point so you can avoid it. Or not, as you choose.
Tell me more about the Flophouse.
It's a loose collection of shelters where some scavenger gangs gather. They knock each other around, drink, and then when they're all riled up, run raids. And if you get close when they're hungry, well, that's how I lost a liver and gained a limp.
Have you had much trouble with scavengers at the colony?
Not yet. They're not that stupid. A bunch of squishies against 100-odd Krogan? Give it a little time. Resources run low, they'll get desperate, and who knows?
Thanks. This information will come in handy.
Just trying to help. Be careful out there, Pathfinder.